Back now with the 2-year-olds, we have a ton of 2-year-olds that are coming back this week. Some are ready to go this week. Some are getting close. I want to run through them real quick. I'm a little embarrassed to say I ran out of light, so I literally drove down to Starbucks, which is right behind me. And I'm using the light from the light standard to do my videos. But I wanted to talk about the yearlings and 2-year-olds. And, you know, I hate when I look back at my videos and I look tired. I'm an energetic person. I want to be energetic. And, you know, for whatever reason, I was just tired today. Around 4 o'clock, I started to get my second wind, and I wanted to finish off all my videos. I had a lot of them done from earlier on, but I wanted to get these two especially done. So let's get right into it. Adrenaline Rush won't be coming back till January 1st. Kevin has asked to give him lots of time off, and we will. We'll bring him back and train him down at that point. Barbie's Crown, I know a lot of you guys know by now we had to scratch Barbie's Crown yesterday because of this issue that there was a horse that shipped with another horse that ended up in the back of Mario's barn. And the horse that, not that horse, because that horse is healthy, but the horse he shipped with ended up testing positive for strangles. So I have lots of concern and issue with what took place, but none of it attributed to anybody in our barn or affiliated with our barn. Nevertheless, to be safe, even though Barbie was fine, there's no horses in our barn in that particular shed where they were sick, we scratched her just to keep everybody happy. And likely they would have forced us to anyway, but we offered it up first up because it was the right thing to do. So Barbie's Crown was scratched. She'll race next week. Better's Hope, another horse, we're going to give him till January 1st. That's it. I expect Better's Hope to train down well and expect him to be the horse we want him to be. And if he's not, his leash is extremely short. At any hint of piggery, as we train him down, if he doesn't look like he's going to be even a remotely effective horse, then Better's Hope will likely look to sell him at some point or race him in some sort of a condition claim or level. But I have every belief that he'll turn out to be the horse we want him to be. He had some talent. We trained him down. He showed some go. He showed some pop, but always had that little hole in him, right? Couldn't really get him 100%. The time we gave him off should do just that. So we'll see what kind of a horse he trains back as. Blue Monk is racing tonight. In a couple of hours, he's going to race. I can't wait to see him race. Braemar is coming back this week. A lot swirling around what we were doing. Are we going to send some horses to Florida? We were going to. I was thinking of sending Spirited Dio and Spirited Dio and Globetrotting in Florida, but they're not going to Florida for a couple of months. They're not ready to go anywhere. Path of Totality, she might go to Florida because she also is going to have a couple of months off starting right now before we start doing anything with her. Most importantly, with her and horses like Trafalgar, put weight on them. I want to see them fat when those two in particular when they come back. So Braemar will be back this week. Brilliant Corners will likely come in also this week. You know, we gave him lots of time off, and you know, he had a tough childhood and he made it hard on himself, but I suspect we've buttoned down, we screwed his brain in properly, and I suspect he'll come back a better horse. I think he will anyway. So we'll see how Brilliant Corners comes back. Broadway Roll will be ready to go in 3 weeks or so, I would suspect. Cambridge Star will race this coming week. Jason's got him ready to go. He had a terrible qualifier, but then scoped sick and his blood come back after and proved that he was sick. So we'll see how he comes back this week. Camp Muscle Me is getting close to 7 the other day at Mohawk. No hobbles, no nothing. Really excited to see how she's gonna do. Captain's Maid is jogging. I think Harry said he went the first training mile with her on Saturday and said she was good. Now I didn't see her go, but I suspect he's correct. I think I got that right. I think he said he trained her on Saturday. Kerry Big Stick trained Wednesday at Mohawk. I'll go with him this Wednesday coming. Cut the Line will race this week somewhere, London or Flamborough. Eternity Road, as I said, a very detailed synopsis of Eternity Road this week when I spoke about him at Jason's barn. He'll have a very, very tailor-made, very fluid schedule to get him back. If we can, I suspect we can, when we get him back to 100%. It won't be your average jog him 5 miles a day, 4 miles a day, 3 miles a day, train him twice a week. That's not going to happen. He's going to need time off in between sometimes. You're going to see him go out on a Monday or Tuesday and not be sound. Back him off for the rest of the week until he is sound. So that training schedule for Eternity Road will be extremely fluid from here on out. Where are we at now? First Glance will be back in tomorrow. He's coming back. The big gray colt. Fox Valley Britska's ready to go right now. Jason trained him in 2-4 2 weeks ago, 2-3 last week at Mohawk. We'll roll him up in behind the gate this week. Frilly Fringes, also getting very close. She was in 2.7. Probably go back and train her in 2.2 or 2.3 or something on Wednesday. Girls with Swirls trained at Mohawk. Trained at Tamiko on Saturday. She'll likely go to Mohawk on Wednesday. Gray as the new red will be coming back in with Rose Run Why Not in about 3 weeks' time. They're actually turned out at Schaefer Farms, the breeders of Tipsy and Dixie and Taiwan On. They and Miss Mildred, who you haven't met yet. They are the breeders of those horses. Those are 2 fillies turned out for us in Pennsylvania. The reason I picked their farm, it's a beautiful farm out in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, Jacob, if you're watching this. I got lost 3 times in your town finding your farm. So, but the thing I love about it, they got all these rolling hills, which I can't imagine is anything but great for the horses. So, that's where we have Gray's the New Red and Rose Run Why Not turned out. They'll both be coming back in the next 3 weeks. GW Chrome comes back this week. Can't wait to see him. Holy Chick will race this week. I don't know. We'll race somewhere this week. Glare AM will be coming back also this week. I forgot about our girl. She's also scheduled to come back. She'll be going back up to join Johnny. He did such a great job getting her to the races, and she raced so incredibly well in the starts we raced her in the Meadows. I am super excited about a Glare AM this year. I'm a Lovely Lady's coming back. I'm Hill on Wheels, as I said, a little question mark hanging around him also. He wasn't as sound 2 weeks ago. He had to blister that leg and stop with him. We'll start him back up and then get him rescanned also to get a closer look at him in the coming weeks. Italian Grit also getting ready to race. He's looked great. Jazzy Judy, you're not going to see Judy till about March. I'm going to leave her out. She's in Delaware somewhere at a farm that Jim King had put forward. He said, I texted him last week. I said, hey, I didn't get a chance to circle back. Did you find a farm? He said, I already turned her out. She'll be gone now. So we'll bring her back in March. Really excited to see Jazzy Judy for obvious reasons this year. Jesse Balboa, another 2-year-old, made it to the races. He's going to race this week at London. Keystone Raven is getting closer now. Been in 15. I don't want to make any comments till I see 2 minutes. Show me 2 minutes and then I'll tell you what I think of Keystone Raven. Until then, she's getting close. Let's roll on. Probably taking a Mohawk Go Mile 212, 215 this week with him. Miss Meringue is coming back. My Mama Knows Best and My Jazz are both coming back. All 3 of them coming back this week. No free lunch. Probably leave him out till around Christmas time. Northern Blizzard will be January the 1st. Off-Road Hanover had a splint crowd. He'll be coming back. He'll be racing this week. Mario City trained great at Mohawk. Perfect Record comes back tomorrow. He'll be going up to the top barn for a little bit. Rose Run Why Not, as I said earlier, with Gray as a new red. They'll stay out for 3 weeks and then coming back. Set the Mood races this week in Flamborough, I suspect. Cyrus Blue Chip will be out till January 1st. Another horse. We're going to give you all the time in the world. Don't let us down. So Admirable is training down now. Looks very, very good. Kevin's done a great job with her, not just now, but all throughout her 2-year-old season. Very impressed with her. Stacy Hanover trained the other day for Harry. I thought she trained well. Sweet Ambitions also trained well. Tanzanite Tricks comes back in a couple of weeks. That's My Girl will be out till January 1st, I suspect. Walk on the Moon will be back in about 4 weeks, around the same time, January 1st-ish. War We Was Up will likely be starting back at that point or somewhere earlier on to there, but similar to that time frame. And man, they have done a great job with that horse's leg. It looks great. War We Welcome will begin training probably in another week or 10 days. Well and Down will be coming back this week, and Won My Heart Hanover. Woo-hoo. She won her qualifier in 2-1 this week. Super impressed with the way she's looked. Mario's crew has done a great job with Won My Heart Hanover. Now, that's the 2-year-olds. My favorite part of the day. We're going to talk about the yearlings in just a minute.